It's James again. Welcome to the second of three classes where we will look at how to create and use an email account. Before we begin the process of setting up an email account, there are a couple of things I want to discuss. The first is the name of the email address you're going to use, and the second is the password. A quick search of the internet informed me that there are currently 1.5 billion Google users on the planet. That's one in every five people has a Google account. Therefore, if you try to use your own name for a Gmail account, it'll just fail because somebody else has used it. A simple way around this is to include specific details such as your date of birth and your name. We will discuss this in future slides. You will need to think about what password you want to use. In most cases, your password will have to include small letters, capital letters, and numbers, and will contain 8 characters. Each character corresponds to a letter of the alphabet, an individual number, or a symbol from your keyword. Again, we will review some samples after. In the next two slides, we will look at a good email address, a bad email address, and also look at what the difference is. We will then look at good and bad password examples. Why is this a bad email address? Well, for a start, the name James Quinn is a common name, so it's most likely been used before. Secondly, there are no numbers. So again, it's an address that has bound to be used before in Gmail. So we need to have a look at a different email address. With this email address, I've made the simple addition of my date of birth. By adding your date of birth, it helps differentiate your email address from other email addresses, which means the address may be available. Also, most of us are well able to remember our dates of birth and their names. So 2 weeks or a month's time, you should still be able to remember your email address. In the next group of slides, we will see some samples of passwords and we'll discuss why certain passwords are better than others. So, why do we think the final password is a good password? For a start, we have used large letters and small letters. Secondly, we have used the year 1977. Again, this is a number that a Liverpool fan will appreciate. Finally, in between Liverpool and 1977, we included a hash symbol.